Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs, Tuesday the 7th of March 2023, which is a full moon in Virgo. The full moon is at 20 to 8 in the evening here in Asia. So yeah, for a lot of us, it's going to be on today, this full moon. Now, this deck says the full moon in Virgo is about taking inspired action. So let's see if the guides agree with that. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I give mini reads in there for donations. We'd love to see you in there. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. You can click on notify me or something like that to get notified of when I go live. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also on up there too. I get them out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. So if it says it's all sold out, it's just sold out for the day. Do check back a day or so later. So what's in this full moon in Virgo for everybody today? We have the gift of connection. So it's about people. It's about who you know. All about people, friends, work colleagues, customers, family, loved ones, passion, about relationships perhaps, or passionate in your work, passionate about community stuff, passion going on today. Tempers could be flaring. Virgo is very precise kind of an energy. Guidance and empathy, interesting. So you could be getting like a reading or empathic guidance or internal guidance yourself through your intuition and empathic toward people, helping people out. Let's see, let's get some tarot out. What's going on in the energies, guys, for this full moon in Virgo? Wow, one more, please. Okay, so we start out with the High Priestess. There's that empathic guidance, intuition kind of an energy again. We have the Hanged Man. You could be changing your mind about something today around this full moon. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. So things getting moving now. There's an element of fate about this. All major arcanas. This is big energy. The World card is about you leveling up. It's like a cycle is completed in your life. The chapter that you're in has ended now. You're starting off a new chapter. Let's get deeper into all of this. Wow. Major arcanas. That's big. So the High Priestess, what's the High Priestess doing here? It's about our intuition. There's an element of unknown about that. You don't know how you've been breaking your own heart, is what I heard, but you want to manifest something better. So some of you are manifesting better relationships, romantic relationships perhaps, better friendships, better colleagues, better customers, better people around you. Some of you are wanting your tribe. You're trying to manifest that and you don't know how it is that you've been breaking your heart. You could be having intuitive guidance today of why you've been breaking your heart, how you've been breaking your own heart, and how you've not been manifesting what it is that you want. And it could be down to this empathy, misplaced empathy. Some of us are so good at unconditionally loving that we let the wrong people in our lives, and it's not good for us. And we need to have self-love on a par with our unconditional love for others so that we get better at deciding who's best in our life and only letting those people in. So today could be about taking action, inspired action, intuitive action to balance that to bring the self-love up to your unconditional loving level so that you stop getting your heart broken. Because I heard definitely it's you that's breaking your own heart here. So it's the choices that you've been making. Time for you to manifest what your heart truly wants here. And you're getting the intuitive guidance today. It's got something to do with empathy. And it's definitely around people. What was this one? Passion. Some of you are passionate about healing. And instead of working in the healing industry, you're trying to do it in your friendships. You're trying to do it in your romantic relationships. And it's not working for you. And it won't work for you. In your personal life, be choosing the ones that are best for you so that you can fill your part and then work in the healing area is my suggestion. What's behind this is transformation and creativity work in that area instead of doing it in your personal life. It's exactly what I just been saying. So some of you could be called to take different kind of action now and go, hang on a minute, reassess your life completely. I've been trying to do what I'm passionate about, the healing stuff in my private life, and instead of doing it as work, and I need to compartmentalize things in my life now, stop being attracted to those that are going to break my heart, those that are in need of healing I should actually be working with, rather than trying to have friendships, romantic relationships, or even those that you've been trying to make as your colleagues, people to work with, not customers. You know what I mean? Working with them instead of them being a customer of yours. Yeah. Some of you might be doing that. I'm getting that pretty strongly, is that you're kind of taking people on. Perhaps if you've got a business, you're employing those people that actually need your help. They should be customers rather than colleagues. You're not choosing allies that are good for you. The Hanged Man, so you're changing your mind about something. You're not trapped. You don't have to keep on doing the same things over and over again. You can change your mind. You're allowed to receive. The Queen of Emotions. Yes, you are allowed to receive. This is about that realization that you need to love yourself more because you're allowed to receive too, and you're not trapped into that. You see, the trap here in your mind, for those of you that are resonating with this, is, but I'm a loving and giving person. I'm a healer. I can't get out of this cycle. I am attracted to those that my heart goes out to, those that I feel empathy for. And it's like, yeah, but there's attraction and there's attraction, right? There's attraction and there's attraction. Is you can be attracted to those, you can spot them, and you can work with them, right? Work with them as your customers, as the people that you help. There needs to be a separate box here for your personal life and who you actually open up to. Queen of Emotions. Perception is behind that, and you can figure this out. Who are the ones that your law of attraction attracted to, and who are the ones that you're attracted to because they're going to be good in your life. A lot of you just keep on putting everyone else first, and you're not balancing it up with that self-love of who's good for you. And that shows up in like how you feel about other people. It's like, well, I love them. It's about the love that you give them, kind of thing. That's what you're feeling. But how do they make you feel? How do they make you feel? How are they loving you? What are they adding to your life? What are they doing for you? And often, if you ask yourself, and empaths that aren't, and healers aren't used to doing that, they're used to feeling the other people instead, and what they're giving to them. When you feel the other way, how's the flow going the other way? How does that person make you feel? Are they making you feel loved and filled up? Are they giving a lot to you? You're feeling like honored and treasured and all of those things. And when you feel it, it's like, no, actually, they make me feel very insecure. I don't know where I'm at with them, because the flow is one way. And so, yeah, I think this full moon is about really recognizing where there's balance in connections and where that flow is one way. And realizing when the flow is one way, there should be money coming the other way, right? That is a healer-client kind of a relationship, rather than a balanced friendship or lover relationship. Wheel of Fortune is something fated about today, and is things getting moving. Death, something needs to end. Ace of Emotions, the falling in love. It's your heart. It's the falling in love that needs to end. And that sounds so wrong, doesn't it? It's like, no, we don't want that to end. But stop falling in love with the wrong people. I'm telling you, some of you are just too good at unconditional love, and you need to balance it up with self-love. The self-love is lacking in that case. Our hearts can go out to those that are really in need of healing and all of that. Absolutely, I love my customers, but what I don't do now is I don't get involved in it anymore. I used to when I first started out. I've had this business for a long time now. I started out in the year 2001, and I used to get so involved, but now I just do the work and I let go of it. I involve myself in my friends' lives, but in my friends that I choose, I'm not choosing as customers, kind of thing. Does that make sense? I choose the people that are good for me in personal relationships. So the wheel spins, and it's time to stop falling in love when your heart goes out to somebody for the underdog kind of thing, because then the underdog is never good for you. It's the other way around. There's an inner journey going on behind this. Right. Something needs to change in our relationships. We need to get more tuned into the one way or the flow of energy in relationships. It's not true that you can make that flow equal if you've chosen someone who is kind of in need of your help. It's never going to be equalized. You can't receive from that person. We can't turn that relationship around. What we can do is start choosing better. And I'm not saying like ditch everyone. Like I said, some of you need to be helping these people. You've attracted to them because you're here to help them, not to be in relationship with them. Yeah. The world. So there's a significant chapter ending at the moment, or you're being called to end a significant chapter in your life and start a new chapter off. And it feels like the new chapter is about you. It's like now it's your turn. It's your turn now. It's time for your heart to be happy. You get what it is that you want. And you'll find that when you do that, you'll have so much more to give in this clean kind of a way, as a healer with customers. The world and the Ace of Inspiration. And you might have the inspiration coming through today on this full moon about what you'd really like to do. I think we could have a lot of healers starting to actually do their work kind of thing, but putting themselves out there in a much bigger way in the future, because their gifts are no longer working against them, because they're not trying to do it in their whole life. Just doing it in the work life. It's important. It's important because we can't fill our own cup if we're trying to give in every aspect of our life. We can't. So we've got burdens and struggles, yeah. And it's time for that to be over now. The universe, the world, is never asking us to martyr ourselves, to sacrifice ourselves. We are not source. As healers, we're not source. We might be messengers, we might be energy healers and all of that, but we're not the source of that. We're just kind of the workers with that energy. And the source energy where it's actually coming from is not asking us to harm ourselves for everyone else. It's not true. We're not here for everyone else. We're here to do a particular role, right? But we're not supposed to sacrifice ourselves for that. What about our love lives today? What's going on around this full moon in our love lives? And I could be talking about love lives here as well, don't forget. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. No point in trying to change it. Some of you get into these imbalanced relationships and then you try and balance it up. Once you realize, it's like, oh, this is one way. Like, can you start giving to me? But they've got nothing to give. Someone who's the underdog like that, they just don't have anything to give. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing the focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. There's that self-love cue and power. You instinctively know what's right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. And so there might be a major realization around this full moon that you're in these imbalanced relationships and you just have to walk away from them. You are allowed to stand in your power like that. You don't owe these people your time. It could be a very humbling thing of like, okay, I've got myself into the wrong relationships. I need to back out of that. There's nothing I can do to help them. Honestly, if you get into a personal relationship with someone, you are not the healer for them anyway. Once you're in a personal relationship with them, you're not the one that can help them. That's when they need to go to someone else, a professional person that can help them. You're not best placed. You're not best placed once you're in a personal relationship. So all the more reason to have these clear divisions. Breathe through the tension. It could be quite a tense day for you as you're having these realizations. And this isn't love life, so it could be quite a tense day when you realize you're in an imbalanced relationship again, or this one that you've started talking to is imbalanced, or you're out there being attracted to people's wounds or something like that. It makes you feel like you've got a connection with them. There's forgiveness here. Yeah, you could be letting someone go and forgiving them for being themselves, and forgiving yourself for choosing them to try and have a balanced relationship with. Could be in a daydreamy energy today. Daydreaming of true love, of what a balanced relationship. Yeah, it's good energy to be in fact. What would a balanced relationship be like? What would being in a relationship with someone that can give as much as you be like? Daydream about that, about true love, about an equal and balanced relationship. You know what it is like to love other people and what that feels like. Imagine what it would be like having someone loving you in that very same way. Someone who is your equal, a balanced relationship. Be in that fantasy today and get into that energy. Could be a lot of communication in our love lives today. Talks going on about what's going on, where we're at, that kind of thing. And disillusionment, yeah. Some of you are in this energy. It's like you're disappointed by relationships because it's like, oh, another one that didn't give to me. It's like, it's just the way you've been choosing them. Keep on looking at them being this knight in shining armor, but they're not. They're a wounded person that you've been choosing. I don't know, yeah, everyone's wounded in their own way, but it's not like anyone's completely healed. But I'm getting that there's a big divide between you here. Receiving is important. You need to receive. There needs to be balance in this. You need someone that you can receive from, not just give to. Some of you are kind of addicted to giving. Okay, so what else is in the energies today? Wow. Wow. There's a casket. Someone is going out of your life, or something is going out of your life. It's the end of a situation. That's like the death card. This is big. But take care. Enemies are working against you. People will try and draw you back in, especially when you've been in one-way relationships. When you try and leave that, there's like a toxic bond between you. They're going to still want to receive from you, and they'll stab you in the back when you leave as well, because they feel entitled to your energy because you've been giving it out for free and you haven't needed to give back. And yeah, they can turn into enemies in that way. Crack up dissatisfaction with life. And shield is a need to defend yourself. Stand up for yourself. You deserve to receive too. Not to fight these people. You need to let them go and just like accept that you made the wrong decision, kind of thing, for those of you that are resonating with this. So think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for your answer. But this is just a bit of fun because this is a general reading, right? It's not a personal reading, but if you want me to pull one of these crystals out for a personal question, you've got, come along to my Psychic Cafe show sometime. I do it 3 times a week here on YouTube. And you can ask your questions in there. And I can also use those in private readings as well. Book yourself in. There's a link in the description box below and also one up there too. After you've booked in, click on the Contact Us page. You can put any questions that you have for your reading in there. You don't have to have questions for your reading. I will just channel as I usually do in my reading. But if you've got specific questions, I can make it super specific. This doesn't surprise me at all. How best to deal with these energies today? This deck has female version of the Kings and the Emperor and male versions of the King and the Emperor. And this is the female version of the King of Cups. This one, look at her. She's got a good ship there in her hand. And she's got this like rock-like skirt kind of thing. And she's letting a good ship through. She is choosing, she's focusing on her good ship, the things, the self-love, the things that she's made in her life. I've got a good ship here, it's not sinking. I've made it myself, I've made myself happy and all of these things. I've built myself up and I've healed myself and I've done these things. I have a lot to offer, right? And through her gate in her skirt, between her legs there, she's letting a good ship in, right? It's not on fire, it's not sinking, it's not like, you know, it's not it's not a ship that's damaged that she's letting in. She's got a good ship, she's letting a good ship in, right? It's about choosing really wisely who you will let into your life. That's the best way. That's the advice today. So think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. Your answer is yes. It's the aquamarine, it's the green. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell. You know, I've got some $30 off full moon readings as well, private full moon readings with me. You'll be able to find a link for that somewhere down there as well, or on my website behealing.com. And I do one of these energy updates every single day of the year, and you'll want to click on the subscribe button down there and that notification bell for that. Don't forget to click like on this video before you click off as well. One of these energy updates every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show as well. I'd love to see you in there and give you a mini read. And I make 3 love picker card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there, right now. Watch that next if you want. We'll have the best full moon ever, the best day ever, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.